everybody. Welcome to the Master Heart family. And this week is a special week. It's Thanksgiving week. And oh, goodness, we have lots to be thankful for. Just to kind of understand Thanksgiving, to be thankful, two words come to mind. One is to be grateful, and that's a wanted word, a wanted thought. It's above the 50% mark as far as the wanted energy, but grateful also has a little bit of a tinge to it, like somebody else did it. And the fact is that this is a co-creative process. We have to do the asking, the thinking, and then the Father does the work, if you will, and answers our prayers, and then we just need to allow it in. But an even better word is appreciation. And this is where you really understand that you appreciate you appreciate your kingdom within you, you appreciate all that you're creating, and everything that each one of us have created is really amazing. It is absolutely, it has expanded all that is. So even the things that we thought we didn't like in the past, or right now we're not liking, that actually they're all blessings leading us to a greater future, a brighter future, and to a happier Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And
happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thank you. And we have lots to be thankful for. And later on, we'll actually go to the kingdom within our heart. We're the Master Heart family. We lead with heart. And we'll go into our heart and see the white light that is there, that can shine on the world. And so it'll be miraculous, and it's just so much to be thankful for. And welcome. And so, who's thankful? What are you thankful for? Anything Thanksgiving per se that you're thankful for, or that you appreciate, or any other thoughts, comments, questions? Love to hear from you.
I have some. And I guess I appreciate it'll kind of relate to appreciation. This really wasn't it, but I had to ask this question because it happened to me this weekend.
Okay.
Ever since you brought up the story about the parking spot opening up for you, not worrying about it.
Yeah.
That has happened to me at least 5 or 6 times. And I was at this tournament this weekend, and we didn't really know where we were going. It's the first time we were in the fields, and so I pull into the parking lot, and here's a spot that opens up, and we park, and then we're looking around, and it's the closest you could possibly park to the field that we were playing on.
Yeah.
And we ended up going back and forth, throughout the day. We never left the park.
Yeah.
You lose your parking spot if you did.
Right.
And, in between games, we'd go sit in the car and turn the AC on and cool down. But then it happened again. Once the tournament ended, we drove over. I was in Tampa, so people understand what I'm talking about, for a lacrosse tournament with my daughter. And our flight out on Sunday wasn't until 7:30 at night. So we had some time Sunday to kill. So we drove over to Clearwater Beach so that she could go to the beach and we could walk it a little bit. And I don't know if anyone's ever been there.
Yeah.
But the main public beach has like 2 restaurants on either side of it, and it's a kind of a small parking lot. You drive down and drive back. So we drove one circle, absolutely nothing there, and we were like, let's go around one more time. We pull down and we get the 3rd spot from the door of the restaurant that we're going to eat at. I'm like, this is unbelievable. This just keeps happening, and every time we're in this crowded parking lot, I just say, I know spots can open up because I'm wishing it. And I'm thinking it's coming, and it happens, and it's 5 or 6 times. So I'm just kind of curious if anyone else has had that happen, experienced it, has thought about it.
Sure. Well, let me comment a little on that, and anybody else that wants to share. But you asked, why is that happening? And so maybe we even go to a broader picture, like what's the big deal about a parking spot? The way I like looking at that is God can give us a parking lot, millions of dollars, whatever we ask for. But when we ask, we have to allow it. And that's step 4 in the creative process. We need to ask. And then we only need to do 2 steps. And that is us ask. And that immediately goes into our emotions. And that emotions is a signal to the divine, to God, to our higher power. And that signal is from our emotions is instantly, our prayer is instantly answered, is received instantly, and then answered. So it's in vibrational form. So any and everything that all of us have ever asked for is here. It's here right now. But people say, well, it's on my checking account, the car's on my garage, person's on my bed, whatever. And so where's my stuff? And first of all, we can't be asking where's my stuff, because that's down. But in step 4, it's for us to allow it, believe it, expect it. So it's this A. So by you heard that, Mike, on wow, you can just get the parking spot that you want. It doesn't matter what the world is doing out there. What matters is what each one of us are thinking and feeling in here. And so most people, what are they saying? Mass consciousness. Oh, there aren't any spots to park. Oh, it's going to be crowded. Well, that's our prayer, and you're going to get it. And so everybody does that. And you don't have to worry about, oh, why do you get it and somebody else doesn't get the good spot? And none of that, because everybody, God, the divine, has a way to make everybody's dreams come true. It's kind of like the farmer. One farmer says, oh, I need lots of rain for my crop. Another farmer says, I don't want any rain for my crop because it doesn't take much water. And God has a way to have rain on the one farmer and not on the other. And so we just need to understand that this is how powerful we are. And so what you've done, Mike, is you've allowed it. You've said, hey, no big deal. That most people would have driven around the first time and said, oh yeah, look at no spots, we're out of here, we can't eat at the nice restaurant by the water, whatever. And then your prayer is answered. And so you've done a marvelous job of allowing, and this will give you more belief that when you just ask for it and even kind of let it go, because normally we have resistant thoughts on, oh, is that really true? Or, there's, the lottery, the odds of winning the lottery. I just did as fun, I did this cash 5. And again, I just do it once in a while. I do it just for fun whenever it comes. And it costs me 50 cents. And I'm sitting there on Saturday morning and I check the barcode and I won $100. It's like, this is just so fun. You just allow easy money, easy life in. And so just one other thought, you said time to kill. And so let's leave that thought and time to enjoy. We have time to enjoy. It's kind of like, we say, oh, it took my breath away. No, it gave me breath. This gave, that's what we want, is breath and this connectedness to spirit. So hearing that, Mike, or anybody's thoughts or things to share?
Yeah, I'm finding this whole process is it's almost like we can create not the actual coincidence event, but we can create that over and over and over. And like starting with the parking lot, then builds it up to be the next step, and then money comes into it, and then seeing that grow the same way. And it's like that allowing state of it is really like an opening, and starting with the parking space like that. And now, I mean, the revenue I have flowing in and stuff is all the same thing. And what I find is over and over and over, there's like those coincidences that happen that bring everything together. And it's exactly the process showing up. So not that it's not, I like that you said that about appreciation, in place of gratitude and stuff, because there's both really,
Yeah. Mhm.
because there's a gratitude because I don't make it happen. I just
Right.
get into alignment with it. I ask and then I get into alignment and I allow, but then there's the appreciation of how it does show up. So it's
Yeah.
really cool even to hear stories of parking spaces and stuff, because it's all, I always ask people I work with and stuff like that is like, because they'll go, yeah, I had something small happen. And I go, well, who defines whether something is big or small in your life? A
Right.
parking space is huge when we carry that forward and continue learning that lesson in bigger ways and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's awesome to hear that, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, Joy. Great. Good. Other thoughts? Comments? Mike, did that answer your question?
Yeah, no, I was just kind of curious if anyone else had gotten into a crowded parking spot and had that thought, thinking back to what you had said and have it happen to them. It's something small, right? And just like Joey was saying, it leads to bigger and bigger things. And I think it also leads to a bigger belief, that your thoughts do create reality. And yeah. So anyway, that really was it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, that's great. And one other thing that Mike had shared with me individually, but when we did Archangel Gabriel on I think it was last Monday, that Mike said that he just said it like just plain as day, like of course this happens. He said, yeah, and then on Tuesday I had Archangel Gabriel come and visit me. And like, oh my gosh, that's how cool this is. You can call these loving energies from God in and be able to have, just have these remarkable feelings. And, and Archangel Gabriel, is the angel of communication. And then he had just a glorious communication with his daughter. And actually, they went on that trip then together, and so it just gets better and better. Everything just kind of falls in. It's like dominoes where it gets better and better. So yeah, that's amazing, incredible, Mike. Thank you. Hey, Cash, I love that dog.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you. His name's Copper.
Copper. So we have a new member of the Master Heart family, Copper. Hey, Copper.
Dr. Hank, you want to know something pretty crazy?
Sure.
After every time we call on the archangels or do the end of this call,
Yeah.
Copper will look at me and start whining.
Yeah.
Every time. And he'll look above my head. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so let's talk about that. So animals don't have one thing that we have, and that is we have the ability to think and thus and then feel and create our own reality, our own experience. Now, Copper, for example, that he can't create his own experience. He can't think like out in the future, hey, I want this, but he's very good at the end of the moment because he isn't preoccupied with either the past or the present. He is preoccupied, and this is why it's wonderful to be around animals because they're in this pure state of allowing. You can be mad at them, whatever, have them on timeout, whatever you want to do to them. And when you come back in that room, they love the hell out of you, right? It's just unconditional love. And so, but they can feel and they can sense. And so there's all kinds of stories like horses can do healing for you because it's this beautiful divine energy that they also have. Again, we're the fortunate ones. Some don't think it's fortunate, but we get to create our own future and our own experience. And most people don't create a very good experience because they're not thinking about very good things. They're thinking about what they don't want. With, again, the dog's a pure source energy. They're not judging. They don't have any resistant thoughts. And so when they are listening to the meditation and the angels coming in, that when they feel that energy, that that they're feeling it, and they feel the divine within them. And that's why they're why copper is, you know, doing that. And like, it's pretty cool, isn't it, to think like, wow, that, you know, animals connect with us too. So this is why, like, Mother Nature too, it's all, again, and Mother Nature can't create, but it can give us some amazing experiences and amazing feelings, like the love of your dog and sitting there just getting licked all over your face and then just loving you up. And, you know, you just went outside for 3 minutes and came back, and it's like you've been gone for a week. And wouldn't it be nice for all of us, and we can, to be that way to ourselves and to everybody? And so I always get, you know, talk about, you know, this Uncle Jack guy or whatever, the bad uncle, you know, the guy that ruins the Thanksgiving and everything. And Uncle Jack is angelic. It can be angelic, just like you and I. But we have made him into, oh yeah, our parents told us, or, you know, whatever, and the gossip. And so we, you know, all the relatives have created Uncle Jack as this devil. And guess what? He's going to be worse this Thanksgiving because you were thinking that way about him. But if you start thinking about Uncle Jack, just in general terms, and when I say Uncle Jack, think about some people that maybe you're upset with right now, and you're going to be guarded, and you're going to lock up your heart, and you're going to give them the silent treatment. Forget all that crap. Yeah, all of that stuff. All it does is give you more silent treatments from other people, for you, you know, to not be liked by other people that give it up. That, you know, there is no right or wrong. Oh, you were right in that. No, that, you know, that let's just love each other. Let's be happy with each other. And so though that dog, that cat, those animals that you have, that, yeah, for those of you that have them, that just enjoy their pure, unconditional love, and then ask to be that unconditional love to yourself and others. Beautiful, Cash. Yeah, he senses you and your spirit and the divine. So how cool is that, huh? That's great. Other thoughts? Good things going on? Questions, comments? Yeah. Joey?
Things is, you know, one is I'm really excited. My son's coming in from Michigan. We get to spend Thanksgiving together, and we don't do the traditional because neither one of us like turkey, and I don't like cooking it. And so we're doing stuffed shells and stuff. One year we did coney dogs for Thanksgiving, but we just have fun with it. And last week I was out traveling for the week, and I came home, and I just, you know, like, I would think about coming home to my, you know, house and how much I love it and stuff. But I just thought, man, I just had this feeling. It wasn't even a thought that I had this feeling. I'm really excited to go home and get the money out of the mailbox, you know. And I got home, and sure enough, I didn't know, like, you know, where or anything else, but sure enough, there was a check for $980 and some change in the mailbox for me. And it's like, man, it's so awesome to get to live like this. It's like pulling in the parking lot and going, I'm excited to park in the front row spot. And it's like that, knowing that, you know, one of the things I used to have a hard time with is that expectancy, that expecting what I asked for is going to be given to me. And that would cause a lot of interruptions. And so you said about this being Thanksgiving, and, you know, I've gotten a couple things that are happening that are things I don't want, but it's really the first time when I feel as grateful for those as I do the things I do want, because it's like that expectancy of knowing it's just gearing me to point me to what I do want so that it can work out. And it's just, it's becoming so much easier. I have a really good friend of mine who, he's my age, and he had a stroke about 5 months ago now. And I mean, he was really crippled up from it and everything and stuff. And, once I moved down here, we found out that I rode motorcycles to Sturgis with his cousin up in Iowa. So it was that kind of, you know, offsite connection type of thing. And so through the process of getting to know each other, he had me work with his daughter who was really having struggles in life and stuff. And now she's doing so much better. And Saturday I was sitting there at the house playing with Bella and stuff, watching college football, and a truck pulls up, and it was him. And he came over to my house. He still has a hard time where you can't really understand him that much, but he came over to give me a hug and tell me he loves me.
Oh.
that was it. I mean, it was just out of the blue type of thing and stuff. And it was like,
Yeah.
man, how blessed am I to have
Yeah,
somebody, people come by, his wife drove him and stuff like that and everything. And just to experience these parts of life that are so much more fulfilling than
yeah.
anything I ever knew.
Right, right. Yeah, when you start living in this magical world, it just gets better and better. And
Yeah.
really, most of the stuff that happens to me, I just don't tell people because they're like, I don't believe it, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And whatever. And it's like, and again, we don't care what other people think, but it's like, and that's what's so wonderful about us together, that we can share this good news. It gets better and better. It's more magical than ever. And what Joy stated there is something that most powerful, and a lot of you I know are getting to this point where when the contrast happens, when the things you don't like, you don't want happens, that you immediately, it's just like, oh, this is so exciting. This is what I don't want. And now, and Joy said, you turn the direction. So this is what I don't want. And then you go, what do I want? And by asking that question, that you'll start getting answers, thoughts, attracting people and circumstances that makes your life better. We're back to there's nothing to mourn. There's nothing to be mad about, angry about, sad about, fearful about, absolutely nothing. And when we realize that, and I had someone the other day who's Jewish, and he said, yeah, there's a lot of people that hate the Jews. And I said, hey, there's a lot of people that hate the Christians. There's a lot of people that whatever you don't want, they're there. Because remember, this world is a perfect world, organized in a perfect way by the divine, that has everything we don't want in it. And it has everything we wanted. And so I told this person, don't be fighting against this. And he said, but my whole community is. I said, I don't care. Go in your backyard. And he had the most marvelous experience with God in his backyard by himself. And then he realized his girls, he has 3 young girls that his daughters, he was teaching them to protect. And there's nothing to protect, guys. There's nothing to protect, because when you're only thinking these good feeling thoughts, and you're only looking at the best Thanksgiving you've ever had, the best holiday season you've ever had, the best 2024 that you've ever had, when you're thinking that, it's only possible to get that. Will you get contrast? Yep, you'll get contrast to make sure it gets even better than what you asked for. Because whatever you ask for, that cup, when you ask for that cup, whatever that is, it overflows. And so your cup overflows. And I love looking at this also as you're walking down this corridor of joy. And what doors are you opening? Am I going to open the door of fear and let fear in? No way. But what am I going to? I'm going to open up the door of joy. Man, and those doors, like Joey was saying, it just gets better and better. Those doors, there's no end to those beautiful, miraculous doors. I was on Sunday, I visited my grandchildren, and my granddaughter played some music and tells Alexa to play some music. She's dancing, and I just naturally get up and I start dancing with her. And it's the first time I've been doing that last few times, but it's the first time her mom was there. And her mom went, oh my God, this is so precious. There, her daughter is dancing with her grandfather. These are the moments, guys. And you cannot say, oh, I'm going to have a good moment by doing this. Don't get specific. Just ask for good moments. Just ask for magical times, a more magical life. And it'll come to you. But you have to believe that. And you have to know that when you ask, your angels are out collecting all your goodies. And when it comes, it's already here. But when you experience it, that it'll be bigger and better than you ever thought. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. So I know several of you have had operations recently. Just know that that operation is going to have you healthier, happier, looking younger, feeling younger. You know, I have a new term called super agers. And those are the people like all of us that are going to live into our 90s and beyond with good health and lots of wealth and happiness. Well, when you plant those seeds, you can only get those seeds. That's what your future is. So what seeds are you planting? What doors are you opening? And we're opening the doors of joy, of abundance, of all the things that we want. Doggies. Breathe in. Just breathe. There are thoughts.
Dr. Hank, I just want to say, like I've noticed in conversations with other people, and I'm more aware of like if they're living off fear or they're thinking of the unwanted instead of the wanted. And it's been very interesting to notice that. And I'm very grateful. I appreciate that I'm aware of that, because then that helps me too.
Right, absolutely. And that's just, this awakening, all of us are awakening. All of us are becoming more and more enlightened. And that now we can observe. And instead of just whatever people are saying and we take it for, oh, this is it, this is the gospel, if you will, it's like, oh, I'm just observing that person. And I think in your case was for Robin was sharing with me earlier today, and just on how this this mom's child was choking at school over some food. And so she was going to go and make sure her son wasn't choking anymore. And she was going to go to that cafeteria every day. And what she was doing is she was building a jail around her. Instead of her enjoying her life, she was calling forth her son to choke. Okay, right? Because it doesn't matter if you're saying do or don't, whatever you're thinking about is going to come. And more so, it's this feeling. So if you have a feeling of this fear of, my child, or me, or whatever fear that is, that what God does is God matches that fear, and it matches that emotion and gives you more of it, because it's your prayer. Remember, your thought turns into an emotion. So your emotion, so if you're feeling fearful of your child, that same kind of empty, disempowering feeling, you're going to attract more circumstances and situations. It doesn't have to be child choking. It can be all of a sudden, you lose your keys to your car or whatever. That same fear, you'll attract more of that. And the committee loves this, by the way. That drunken monkey just loves it because it drives you insane, and it doesn't have you thinking about what you want. And so instead, we've given up the battle. We're not going to be in the battle. There will always be war in the world. There will always be poverty in the world. Why? Because there's this perfect contrast there. However, we don't have to be part of it. And it's not our responsibility per se to tell the people the truth and how life plays. You just be happy who you are. You be the light. And as you're the light, those that are ready will come. And so we're not here to fix the world. The world doesn't need fixing. We're here to create. And you get to choose if you're going to create what you don't want or what you do want. And it's all playing out just fine either way. Except you'll be much happier if you just focus on what you do want. Did everybody get that? don't, and that's fine. Again, that's fine. It's not your responsibility. But you just be the light, and you uplift them by the way that you think, and you can try to open that door a little, and like maybe talk to that mom and say, hey, that if you just send love and well-being to your son, that would be best. And then if they say, what are you talking about? Don't ever bring it up to them. They'll fight, they'll dig their heels in, and hey, I mean it, you gotta, we gotta protect this, we gotta put up these borders, and it's not just US putting up some border in Mexico or whatever, that we put up borders, and oh, I don't like these type of people or whatever, and just forget the borders. That this is a world of attraction. I get to attract what I want, what I think about. And so we get the choice. And so don't build a prison. And the cool thing Robin said earlier today was that if you're in a locked room, that if you ask and you believe in whatever you want, that it'll come. Is that what the quote was, Robin?
Yeah, that the universe couldn't stop it from coming.
Yeah. The room, it doesn't matter where you are. I always say, hey, if I'm in a cell room, I'm still going to be the happiest man in the world. And I'm going to be where I want to be. That wherever you are right now, you don't have to be there anymore. And it all starts with deep breathing, breathe in deeply, and just the next step, which is the next good feeling thought. That, gee, I want to feel freer. I want to feel better. I want to have good feeling thoughts. Just flow with this, that you'll see the magic will happen. And it's happening to all of us. And certainly what a time for us to be thankful. Other thoughts, comments? Well, with that, and so I'm glad that means everybody's getting this and flowing good. And so why don't we go and today what we're going to do is we're going to go into the kingdom within us and go into our heart and go to a place that's just divine. And this is really where the Father does the work, that this is your soul and your higher power. And so let's meet and greet and invite that beautiful higher power that each one of you have within you in. So I invite you to close your eyes now, to just relax, uncross your legs, your hands, just sit comfortably, and let's breathe. Breath, biblically means spirit in the Bible is breath. It's the fastest way to connect with your higher power. So breathe in. Deeply all the way down to your toes. Hold it. Be still. And know that I am God in that stillness, and release. Breathe in. And breathe out. And as you do, just say to yourself, relax, 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 relax. Breathe in. Hold it. And release. Then say to yourself, at ease. Feeling so comfortable, so relaxed, so at ease. Breathe in. and release it and let go. Take anything from the day and just release it. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, just ask for the divine to come in now. Ask for the light to be with you now. And breathe in. And breathe out. And now we're going to journey into our soul. Go to the kingdom within us. Close your eyes, relax. Relax your eyes, your jaw. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Allow relaxation to flow down your arms. Relax your throat. Relax your chest. Relax your stomach, all of your organs, just so relaxed. Relax your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankle, your feet. Breathe in deeply. And release. Relax. And now go into your heart, your beautiful heart. And open up your heart now. Any chains and locks are gone. Any resistance has fled. Open up your heart wide. All the way open now. There's nothing to fear, only love to receive. And open up your heart and now see that beautiful red heart of yours. Open and pure, pure love. And step into your heart now and feel the warmth, feel the love of the kingdom within you. You are so loved. You are so appreciated. You are regarded in the highest love. And you are now free. And you are free. Free to create. Free for joy. Invite the joy in. Invite the freedom in. Invite the love in. Pure love. And as you're sitting so comfortably in your heart now, knowing that this is who you really are, is pure love. You are pure, pure love. And just feel this light of love just fill your mind, fill your body. All of this love filling you with loving thoughts and loving feelings. And now look up and imagine and see a small white light approaching you. This is the light of God and the divine and all that is. And it's coming closer to you and getting bigger and bigger. And it's such a magnificent, white, loving light. And you invite this white light of God into your heart, into you, into your mind, to every cell of your body. And you are the light of the world now. Your vibration is raising higher and higher. Your point of attraction is that with your desires now. You're in this pure state of love, this pure state of allowing all that you've asked for to come in. Thank you. This is Thanksgiving. This is we give thanks for the giving, for the allowing of the divine of our higher powers love to flow in us and through us, into our thoughts and our emotions and our bodies, into our five senses where we see as God sees, where we smell, touch, taste, hear as God does. We see the divine and the blessing in everything now, in this beautiful life that we have co-created. And we have asked for this life, and we have been granted this life to be abundant for us now in every way. And we allow this beautiful abundance to flow into us. Breathe in God's breath. And sit in this white light of the divine now, breathing deeply, enjoying this moment. Your mind is being illumined. Your emotions are being illuminated. Your body is being illuminated with the love of all that is, flowing in through you, all around you now. And we now give thanks on this Thanksgiving for our higher power, for the light, for the love, for our hearts, for our open hearts, for us. We are worthy, we are divine. We are the creators. We started all with our thought. We give thanks for every experience we've had in the past, the present, and the future. We give thanks for every person in the past, present, and future. We know that all those experiences, all those people are blessings, blessings for a brighter future, blessings for us to expand energy, love, thought, emotions beyond where it's ever been before. We are the pioneers going out, reaching out and creating more, a better world, a better life, a better eternity for us all. Breathe in. We give thanks for this amazing world, Mother Earth, and all of its beauty. And we now are aware and see the beauty, experience the beauty of this world, of the people in our world, of our businesses, of our families, our loved ones, our clients, everyone. They're all blessings, and we come now with heart, and they respond with heart. We come with love, they respond with love. This world is a magical world, and this is our thanksgiving. We give thanks that we have awakened to our magnificence, that we are enlightened to this understanding of how life plays, the important role that each one of us play in order to make this world and all humanity and all that is better and more love, more freedom. Just soak up this love now, dear one. This is now the greatest Thanksgiving ever, the happiest Thanksgiving ever. We so look forward to this season, this holiday season, this new year, being more magical than we could have ever imagined. This we give thanks for. This is our Thanksgiving, the kingdom within us that has awakened now to be without us, to the world. And I now gonna count from 3 down to 1. And on 1, we'll open up our eyes and we'll feel the tingling sensation of the divine in us. We'll feel so much better than ever. And we just love that. And we start with 3. And the 3 is our mind, our spirit that it contains within that spirit, our breath and our emotions and our body. And they're all pure now. They're all healed now. They're all so happy now. Happy cells, happy thoughts, happy feelings. We just love the number 3. And now we begin to awaken, and we wiggle our toes, wiggle our hands and fingers, and just feeling so good. And we come to 2. And that is that we are now, the 2 comes to 1, where it is our inner being, our higher power, God, and all that is. We are 1, and we walk at 1 with God now. And it's just so beautiful, so magnificent. And now we go and we open up our eyes, 1, and the oneness with all that is here with us now and forevermore. Happy Thanksgiving forever. Hi. How's everybody doing? I feel good, like I knew that I would. Woo-hoo. So good, yeah, so good. Oh, goodness. So with that, any thoughts? Anybody want to share what you just experienced or any other thoughts that you have that came across there or that any other questions, comments, statements? So let's have one. Somebody has something to share. What is it? Go ahead. Who wants?
Feel really good.
Yeah, great, Shal. Great, yeah. That'll just take us, to the best Thanksgiving ever, the best week ever. That we'll just be able to see more, open parking spots, more pennies on the ground, more money in the mailbox. All kinds of wonderful things. So that's great. Any other thoughts? Woo! Oh, so are we ready to sing? And now, come to me as children. That we need to be, that as your children, you let down your guards, the battle's over, and you just have fun. So, for those of you that don't have your video on, at least turn your mics on. And for those that you have your video on, turn your mics on, and let's all sing this. Joey, you're hearing us, baby. You're feeling it. I can tell. We've invited our hearts in. We've
invited our hearts in.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
Come on, say it with feeling. This is new now. We love this Thanksgiving.
We love this
Thanksgiving. As we are now all brimming.
Now as we are all
brimming.
We are now leading with heart. We
are now
leading with heart.
And this is how to live life smart. And this
is how to live life smart.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sing like children. Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound
And our Master Heart family.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You guys
Happy
are just
Thanksgiving to you, Dr.
amazing.
Hank.
Thank you for your incredible input and just who each one of you are. Just so fantastic and uplifting, and love you. And also remember, February 17th, right after Valentine's Day with Heart, right? We're all going to have a live get together. So mark your calendars. It'll be, you'll fly in, or Joey is taking his motorcycle in, or you're trucking in, however you're coming into Tampa. It's going to be in Tampa. And we're going to have a big party on the beach on Honeymoon Beach. How about that? Huh? Talk about some loving. And then we're going to have dinner together at a restaurant right on the beach. And so we're going to be beaching and having fun and just loving each other, and being able to actually hug each other physically, because we're mind, body, and spirit. And so we get to do that. So mark your calendars and make sure you do it. And don't have any resistant thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, don't be doing it. Hey, you got plenty of time, you got plenty of money in that, because this 2024 is going to be the best year ever. Amen.
Ooh, amen.
Amen.
Happy
Okay,
Thanksgiving,
love you
everyone.
guys. Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Thanks, Dr.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.